Thank you so much for being here. This is Carrie Moe, everyone. She is the co-founder of Hybrid Co., which is a leader in the film and digital photography space. They are known for education and community and elevating our industry with beautiful opportunities to grow your photography business. She spent
Mhm.
years as a planner, designer in the wedding industry, and I'm just so grateful for you to spend time with me today, Carrie, and to learn more about what hybrid is and why people should attend.
Oh, thank you, Garrett. Seriously, what an
Yeah,
honor. I have, I'm a big fan of yours and I've followed you for so many years and I've had the privilege of working with you recently. So this is a great
yeah.
privilege and honor to be here. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, for those who aren't aware of what hybrid is, if you're totally outside
Yep.
of this space, why don't you just kind of give people a general sense of what Hybrid Co is, what it's about, and kind of share a little bit about the heart of hybrid.
I love it. Well, at the heart of hybrid is community over competition. We have so many talented artists. And recently I just heard somebody say, and it resonated, that a lot of people are good out there. There's so many good people. But in the end, you're hired because the producer or the planner or the person in charge really wants to sit down and drink a beer with you, right? Or
Right.
like be with you. And you need face to face connection in this fast moving AI era. And that's why hybrid was started, was just really getting people into connections with maybe the person 10 steps above them or somebody that has been they admired for a long time, to let them sit down with them, have a conversation with them, give them peer-to-peer influence help. Really, whatever there's whisper behind the scenes. What are you doing? What are you using? What is your gear like? We wanted photographers to be able to have that time with those who were maybe 10 years ahead of them in their portfolio. And so that's why hybrid was started, is leaders who are really incredibly down to earth, that want to be able to share their story with people who are just starting or in the middle of their journey, ready to up level and get them a little ahead of the curve, right? And so that's where hybrid was started. We offer really high end editorial work so that you can practice and learn before you go out there and shoot. You can get incredible images for your portfolio, Instagram, social. We offer all of these editorials for an incredible price point, and it's just grown and become such a wonderful, bigger moving object that we first started just a few people with friends at a table. They were all at WPPI and they were film photographers, and they were talking about how they needed a film space for photography, people who were interested in film, and they wanted like more conversation around that. And so they started Hybrid in 2017, and we throw one event a year, and this will be our ninth event. And so, yeah, we've just grown slowly but surely, and it's really become more like a family reunion. We call it like Christmas morning. So,
Absolutely, and I totally agree. I've only been to the last 2 years in a row, but every single time I'm there, I'm like, "Oh, man, this just is so needed in the industry." Like, there's a lot of loneliness and isolation as an entrepreneur in general, so be
yeah.
having the opportunity to come together, like you said, with leaders who are grounded and, like, down to earth and not so high up on their,
Yes. Yeah.
mountain
Pedestal
that
that they
they're.
can't give you information that you
Yeah,
really need, right?
e
Practical, helpful, truthful, honest feedback.
absolutely,
Yeah, so
absolutely,
it's
and
photographer to photographer. So we focus on
yes.
photography and wedding photographers, and you guys are under so much pressure. You know that, you feel that, but you have to work fast, think fast. You have to be healthy in with people and be like a counselor as well. There's so many things
Yeah.
on top of delivering fast, gorgeous images. And so when I started doing commercial work, I realized we really need to help the wedding photographer even more so, because they are not given the time and space to get these shots. And you have the hardest job, really do. So we want to help you.
Wow.
We want to give you tips and tricks that really will set you apart. So,
Yeah, 100%. Wow, so well said. What would you say is a myth that people might have about shooting, in a way that's hybrid or just, like, in general as a photographer? What are some myths out there that you think, hybrid can kinda, like, help people debunk about what it means to be a photographer? Maybe they're starting out photography, they have no idea what that career even looks like.
yeah.
It might look really amazing from
Yeah.
Instagram, and it also might look really overwhelming and difficult. So what would you say are some myths about, like, the life of a wedding photographer?
Yeah, I think they have to have all the gear correct, that
Mm,
they have to know both film and they have to know digital, and they have to be mastering both really well in order for them
mm,
to be a hybrid photographer. But the
mm.
reality is every single photographer is trying both now these days. I would say even digital artists are looking, they're getting a little bit yawn bored, right, of the
Mhm,
same, and they're trying to get that unique look that Kodak is offering right now in some pretty
mhm.
awesome medium format, and 35 millimeter, like, shoot smaller snap and shoot, uh,
Definitely.
cameras they're offering. Anyway, so I think everybody's trying something new. So they're
Yes.
cross market, they're going across. And so
Yep.
in order for somebody to call themselves hybrid, I think they feel like they have to master it. And that's kind of a
Mm,
myth because
it's good.
when I even have worked with some of these crazy, amazing photographers, they'll be like, "Oh, I don't shoot much film," and they're more digital heavy, right? "I'm gonna try this
Right.
out," and you realize, like, "Oh my gosh, you've been doing this for like 9 years,
Yeah.
and you're just testing film, and that's so cool." And then you'll be
Yep.
like, "Oh, I see a film photographer really amazing at film, but they
Yeah.
haven't nailed that flash night light, and
Mhm.
they're not all across the board. There are just some dips, right, in their portfolio. You can
Yes.
see like, "Oh, this might be a little weak." And I think that's
Yes.
a myth, is people are like, "Ah, I need to know both in order to be there," but that's not the reality. You're really
Yeah.
testing, you're learning. The end goal is you wanna be an artist, and you
Yes.
wanna, like, go
That's so
down in a
good.
legacy that when somebody says, "Oh, that person," they think of these images that made them feel something. And I
Mm.
think that's the overarching goal is like seek for artistry, seek to
Yes.
be somebody that makes people movement, like feel something when they think of your name.
Wow.
And that really is done in personal time, in stillness, in contemplative, like it's like a movement you make yourself to
Yeah.
really show the world what you also feel and think of the world. So
100%. Man, you said that so well. Like, these are truly just tools to get to the end result, which is the
yes.
art and the feeling,
Yes.
right? So we
Right.
can overcomplicate things. I think of just, myself as a first or second year photographer and just thinking like, what do I do? Like, what tools do I need to be using to be able to accomplish this incredible piece of art that I'm looking at from this photographer that I admire so much. And ultimately, it's not about film or digital. It's just about
Mhm.
shooting with a piece of equipment that is going to give you the best results for what you're trying to accomplish. And what you said is like the end goal is to be an artist and to create
Mhm.
art for people. So whatever
Yes.
that medium is ultimately, yours to decide. And we're
Yes.
so grateful that we live in an environment where we have so many amazing tools out there. So that's why
Right.
hybrid is so powerful. Literally, for me, I'm in year 14
Wow,
and
well done, Garrett.
yeah, thanks. And even like some friends of mine that I've gotten to know through hybrid the last 2 years, every time I go, I'm always asking them, "Hey, man, like, what's the thing you're using right now that is like helping you expand your style, your portfolio, accomplish the goals?" And they're so open to sharing,
Mhm.
and that's the beauty of that space. I literally have bought a camera that it's awakened my whole perspective on photography again. It's
I
like when
love
I
that.
started shooting for film
I
for the
love
first
that.
time, and, now this camera, it makes me feel like a brand new photographer, and, like, that's the beauty of coming together like hybrid is because
Yeah,
you gather with other people who are doing things differently than you are, and you
yeah,
can learn from them,
yeah,
and there's no, like, safe of information that you can't access, like, it's just
yeah.
that's the beauty of the culture you've created there is it's an open book, you know?
I love that. Oh, I'm so glad. No, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I came to hybrid the self as a, kind of budding, kind of middle
Mm,
career planner,
yeah,
and just the energy and the encouragement I felt being even in the post, main stage. So I was on the 1 PM to the 6 PM side where I work with editorials for photographers. And even
yeah,
in that space, I felt this was what I was looking for. I really needed this
mm,
encouragement and breath of fresh
mhm,
air to my perspective. And so
yeah,
then I've just stayed. But yeah, I
hmm,
I truly believe that. And even in Texas, we came, I was a co-owner then, but my kids
mhm.
were with me and they ended up getting sick. That's another story for another time. But long story short, we went out of our little suite for some fresh air, and my husband and I were there with our kids, and we were talking, and then here comes John Doland, and he snaps,
Mm,
"Oh, I just the light. Oh, it's gorgeous right here." And my kids are in their
mm.
diapers. I mean, they have probably saw it coming out of their nose. You can't see it in the photo, but
You're
it
right.
truly brought me to tears. It was
Wow.
seconds that he could see the light, see the love that I had for my son. He was, like, snuggling I mean, seriously, I'm gonna be teary right now, but it
Mm,
just showed me so much that this is like a Picasso moment, right? It took
mm,
years and years to hone this in, and this camera that he knows that's perfect for him, and it was such a John Dolan picture, and he did it
mhm,
within seconds, and
mhm.
I got those photos for life, and it just made me treasure his artistry so much more, that he could capture something
Wow.
like that, that showcased the love and the compassion that we have for our children in a moment where I was unaware of him.
Yeah.
And I think that's just something you can only get by coming together,
Yes.
meeting, learning, and quieting and stealing your own views of yourself or your career
Mhm.
and getting in the weeds, so to speak, with other people.
Yeah, that's so good. So what would you say to photographers who are in those early years of business and they look at hybrid? I mean, for me at year 14, I look at who's speaking and I'm thankful to be able
Yeah.
to, offer a class and all that, sharing the knowledge that I have. But even some of the other speakers that are there are some of the heroes in this industry.
Mhm.
And maybe I can imagine for a younger photographer feeling a little bit overwhelmed or not qualified. What would you say to those photographers who feel like, I'm a little nervous to go to a conference that has so many big names, or is this really right for me? I'm
Right.
too young in my craft to go to something like this. What would you say to
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, well, I love the quote too, like, do it scared, just do it," right? I mean,
It's
we
good.
have to just do it. So you feel scared, we did too. Like, you feel overwhelmed going to something like that, we do too. You walk
Yeah.
into a room with all eyes on you,
Yep.
show up, show up.
Yes.
There's never a moment that I wanna go on stage and talk.
Yes.
It's not
That's
natural
true.
to me.
Public speaking is the number
Even
one fear, I feel like, in
yeah, right?
all
Like, even
humanity. Yeah.
podcasting or going on,
Yeah.
but there is so much for vulnerability that
Yes.
we have to show up, we have to be who we are, and so
Mm,
there's only going to be growth beyond the other side, and
good.
honestly, the more you push through something, the harder it can feel, the better the outcome will be, honestly. So,
Wow.
yeah, I'd say do it. Do it
It's
if
awesome.
your finances are low, right? Do it if you feel
Yes.
like you're not ready, like, do it because it will come. And I've seen that time and time and
Mm,
again where I have second guessed it or I've said no and I've regretted it because someone
mhm.
was able to get this thing that I said no to because I was afraid. So now I'm just
Absolutely.
learning, no, just do it.
Absolutely.
But
That's
yeah,
so
there's
good.
a lot of fear, and I
Yes.
understand that. I'm there too. We're all there.
Yes. Absolutely. No, that's good, and I think, yeah, it's so important to just get in the rooms with
Mhm.
people who are doing things that are beyond your years of experience, beyond your knowledge, beyond your, confidence level, whatever that is. I think we glean so much from other people when we rub shoulders with each other, and iron
Yes.
sharpens iron, as the
Yes.
scripture says. Like, when you get
Yes.
together with other people who are really doing something of excellence, like, it pushes you to that space. Maybe just mentally, if you don't learn a single thing about technical photography the entire time, and I think you can walk out a hybrid with a renewed sense of purpose and, perspective and
Yeah.
just, like, excitement about what you're doing in your business, and then
Yes.
who you are and the self-worth that you have as a photographer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yes. And
well,
especially in the winter months, everybody
yeah.
gets the slump of the
Oh,
blues of, like, so go to someplace sunny. We always have it in the
that's right.
southern part of the US of A, so we'll always be
That's right.
sunny.
It's so true. So yeah, let's talk about Charleston. Like, share a little bit with the listener about why Charleston, what you're excited about, kind of what drew you to that city, and
Yeah.
why like a photographer would be, wanting to build their portfolio in a place like Charleston.
Right. Well, Charleston really is the hub of the southern wedding area, I feel like.
Mm,
It's becoming
so true.
very, very popular. And you've
Hmm.
got like Tennessee, of course, in the mid
Hmm.
ish. And then you have like Atlanta, of course. But if you want southern charm and like that southern vibe, but not too far south, you go to
Hmm.
Charleston. They have
Yeah.
great nightlife. They have incredible food there.
Mhm.
the charm of their venues is next level, and
Yes.
we're seeing a lot of really good weddings come out of Charleston. So it has been on
Mhm.
our bucket list for a long time. Actually, we tried in 2021, but it was
Mm.
post-pandemic and everybody was having struggles traveling, so we decided to postpone that one. So we moved it
Mhm.
to Utah, but all of us on the ownership were like, "Ah, Charleston." So it's been a while since we've been able to come back, and so that was 2021, and here we are in 2026 doing it. So, it has been on our hearts. We wanted it. It's just been hard timing to get there, and now it's finally ready, and Charleston has only
Yep,
blossomed and bloomed since then. So,
that's right.
yeah, there's new venues. I mean, you mentioned the Cooper, the
Yes.
Bennett, the Dewberry. You have
Yes.
the Dublin out there
Yep.
by the water. There's
Yes.
so many. I mean, this town is full of incredible planners as well and
That's right.
connections. And so we have a closing party we're working on and it's so good. I'm just like, I cannot wait to hit send to tell the world.
Yes.
But
Can't
we
wait to hear
hired
it.
a planner and it's something different for
Amazing.
us. We normally do planner, photographer, but we're realizing like the
Mm.
closing party gives us the opportunity to open up the group of photographers to planners and to people in the local area. So we're inviting the local
Wow.
wedding group of Charleston to come to this closing party
Wow.
and doing a great job in gathering them already. So I cannot wait for that party. It will be different for us. We're not real party people. We're real artistry people. Like we want technical, helpful advice. We don't give
Mhm.
you like mood boards to dress up. We don't wine and dine you. We don't try to like give you dancers at the door. It's just not us. We're not
I
going to
love it.
be like, giving you singers at your table. No, that's just
Right.
not our MO. But we do tracked and do a lot of good art and
Mm.
crazy good people come to our stuff. But this time gives us the opportunity for the closing party to really kind of
Mhm.
give you that fancy side of what we also can do if we wish to. But we really more
Wow.
than that is we want you to know the local group there and see the talent and also see the planners you can meet and
Mhm.
get connected. So hopefully more referrals will come from that for you guys and just
Mhm.
a deeper knowledge of who's in town. So
Yeah,
yeah, that will be our
100%.
closing party this year. So
Gosh, that's incredible. What a huge value add. I mean, as a photographer
thanks.
who wants to meet someone in that local market, they can literally say, "Hey, I just shot at this venue with this, incredible tablescape and all that," and it's a great way to, connect with those planners to say, "Hey, I've got experience now at this venue. I just shot there,"
Yeah.
and then planner
Yeah.
can say, "I've got a wedding there in a year, like, let's talk," and
Yeah.
exchange information. I think you're really hitting all the main pain points of a photographer, education, relationships, building their craft, improving their portfolio, and now expanding to this planner relationship aspect. I think that's huge. So
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
it. It's
good.
gonna be
Yay.
really just a powerful week. I cannot wait. So I
Me
love that
too.
that end party. It's so
Yeah, it'll
good.
be something new for us as we have
Yes.
not done that, and we're like, "Why not?" As we're
Yeah.
growing our ownership and we have another person on our team, we have the ability to really, stretch our muscles a little bit, so,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Do you have a story? I'm kinda putting you on the spot here, but can you think of a story maybe in the last couple of years at Hybrid that, comes from an attendee? Maybe they shared a small moment with you as they were leaving or an email that they sent you that just really kinda, like, stuck with you and resonated, of the power of Hybrid for, attendees?
Oh, yeah, gosh, there's so many in the beginning, there were people who started who are now, I would say, like, that high to mid-luxury photographer. So,
Mhm,
I mean, I don't know if I should name names, but, like, the Eric
mhm,
McVeigh started with us, and the
mhm,
Lauren Fairs started with us, and the Ben
mhm,
Finches, and the Perryville,
mhm,
Charla, Story.
mhm,
They were all at our
mhm.
first workshop, and so that was in
Wow.
2017, and they were just like, "Yeah, I'm film photographer 100%," and that was where they were in that space.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, so they just basically learned and grew from there, right? They found their niche, they found their style, their voice, and their community, and they built these brands. They're all unique, but they're shooting high to mid, market beautiful weddings. And so
Yes.
I just think that's a great picture of the long haul of what it takes to build and to learn, and they're still coming back to hybrid.
Yeah.
So it's this long process, but it's gorgeous
Mhm,
and beautiful to watch unfold. So we've been able to watch people's
mhm,
portfolios grow. We've been able to see people take the what they've learned and take that step and next step and next step and then see what they've built. And it's phenomenal to step back and be like, gosh, like,
mhm.
I remember in 2018 when I first met you, like, that was not at all what your portfolio looked like, and look at what
Right.
you like, this is phenomenal, and we are the behind the scenes people. Obviously, we are
Mhm.
the learning platform. You go through us, you learn from us, but it's so neat to see when you sit back like, "Gosh, we kind of had a little part of that." Like, "Wow,
Yes,
this is pretty
that's right.
amazing." And
It's
also
awesome.
to see them explore other opportunities out there too. We're not limiting them to one aspect of learning, but I just love to
Mhm.
see that. So that was our kind of beginner stories, but in the end, the people that are coming from 2025, yeah, we got like incredible emails, but one interested in particular, she went through every day and she listed on her blog what she learned.
Yes, I remember that.
And
It was so
yeah, I
beautiful.
think I emailed you. It really impacted me, just kind of like,
Yes,
this
same.
speaker did this for me. And it's hard to go back to all the specifics, but I think you were included in that email, just like the value of authenticity and what she's deciding from it. So I think that email, and I can't remember her name, but it just really did something for me to remind me, like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because
Mhm.
there's a lot of behind the scenes hard work no one really appreciates. You just email a lot
Yes.
and you take a lot of people's opinions, and that's okay. But some days
Mhm.
you're like, I don't know. But when you get an email like that, you just realize, like, oh, we are really changing lives. We are truly changing
Mhm.
people's perspectives here. And we're
Yes.
giving them a foundation for their life. And
Yes.
that will never not get old for me. That I
Yeah.
love that energy. So yeah, I don't remember her name, but that
Incredible.
was an amazing story. And then I even
Yeah.
know like a speaker on the main stage, which I can't name his name, but
Mhm.
he came up to me and was like, "Man, actually, this was a pretty profound time for me, and I've been through it all."
Wow.
Because he just switched platforms a bit on his editing
Mm.
style, and he found a new person, and that person was a big company, and that company was impacted because of that conversation. And so I
Wow.
remember just that conversation from my friend, like, "Wow, that's so cool that we were able to do that. We were able to connect a really big company to an incredible name and make that happen for them." And then
Mm.
also just the shift that we're seeing, we're going a little bit different in the film industry. We have to
We
address
are.
that. We have
Mhm.
shifted away from hundreds of rolls of shooting to
Mhm.
like a little bit less, but they're going more into personal projects and the work that's
Yes.
being done is more deep, and like colorful and more emotional
Mhm.
and evocative and so the film is space is changing and I love learning that with people and having those conversations too. So, yeah, those are just I mean, I
That's
don't know
good.
if I answered your question fully, but it's hard
That's
to
so good.
really put one story because there's so many of people's lives really being, impacted in that minute by minute, like, connection. "Oh, yeah, that sparked something for me," or, "Let me go back and change this," or, "Let me change my copy on this," and just those minute little changes really being a forever life change for somebody.
No, I absolutely agree. It's funny because when I asked that question, I was thinking of I think her name's Christina Lee, or it's Christina something.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, she wrote such beautiful words about her experience at Hybrid
Yes.
and did such a great job of summarizing so many of the speakers that impacted her, and I was just really touched by that as well. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, and, it's interesting, there's a lot of conversations going on right now in the industry about the styles changing, what, clients want, what Gen Z wants versus what
Right.
millennials want, what planners
Yes.
want, we as photographers, obviously, we're creating art for ourselves because it's just like it's an expression of what we see in the world, but
Right.
also we have a lot of people that we're trying to, goals we're trying to accomplish for them, right? So,
Yes.
when all these different needs are changing, we have to stay relevant and stay informed on how those things are evolving. So,
Yes.
I
Yes.
see hybrid as a really important like place and community to be building those conversations and having clear honest conversations about where do you want your business to go in the next year or
Yeah.
2 years, because
Right.
I think for me, if I don't evolve and stay up with what's going on, it's really easy to kind of sort of be irrelevant at some point. Not to say that like if you don't change, but I think there's something too. You look at Eric McVeigh or someone like him or Jose Villa, their work has evolved a significant amount over the last even 3 years. So being able to rub shoulders with people like them or Greg Fink, I think is such a beautiful and powerful opportunity that people can have when they come to hybrids. I totally agree with you on that.
I want to ask you, Garrett, watched you, followed you, so admire your portfolio. What was like a pivotal moment for you when you really
Hmm.
wanted to make that branch from like that mid to really reaching for the high market? Like what was
Yeah.
something that truly changed your perspective or helped you? It's a lot of it's
Yeah.
a mental game, right? It's an emotional
Yeah.
mental game. Like what was some of the things that you can look back on and say like, I mean, your portfolio over the last 5 years changed dramatically. Just as a
Yeah.
person watching you from the outside,
Yeah.
I love it. I just think
Thank you.
you're incredible. So, what was it?
Thank
Like, I
you.
wanna know. Like, where was that
Yeah.
moment for you?
Um, yeah, I think a lot of things. Moving across the country was a big piece of that. Like, I really saw myself in my local market, and obviously, like, San Diego was where I was, really based, Orange County, and then I really wanted to expand up to the whole state of California, right? And so I always see building a business like a tree. You
Okay.
start off as with one branch, and then you start building another branch,
Yeah.
and as the trunk of the tree grows wider, then you start to expand, and I think it really kinda for me at least, it took moving across the country.
Okay.
I don't think this is
Yeah.
everyone's story, but moving across the country to realize that, there's so much else out there in terms of, like, shooting and relationships, and
Yes.
Engage was a great opportunity for me to
Right.
expand my reach,
Right.
but,
Yes.
physically pushing myself to the city of Nashville, the state of Tennessee, and then also to, like, the whole Southeast really gave opened up a lot of doors for me,
Uh-huh.
to
Yes.
connect with people in ways that I'd never had before. So it's been fun. I'm shooting as a destination bi-coastal
Y
photographer now,
you
and
are, yeah.
I'm really loving it. It's been great. I've got, funny enough, great connections in Charleston,
Uh-huh.
down in Florida, up to New York, and then all the way, across the country through Scottsdale and San Diego and all that. So um, I'm really wanting to expand into, like, the Colorado market.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to do some weddings up in, like, the Montana, Wyoming area,
Yes, yes.
um, and then international too. I'd love to do something in, like, the south of France. So those are kinda my goals right now, where I'm like, based off of where I'm at, and, 2026 is, like, an interesting year for a lot of people in the industry. I think we're all trying to,
Right.
like, navigate it in different ways, and, I'm just really excited about hybrid to come together 'cause I'm in a lot of different threads with people of conversations, learning
Mhm.
about, what they're seeing and what they're hearing. So I think hybrid will be a great space to just get together and
Yeah.
hear, like, what are you doing to get inquiries, or how are you kind of navigating slower seasons, or maybe you're doing amazing, and like what's working, like what's the small
Yeah.
shift that you made in the
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, so thank you for saying that, and
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
I'm
excited
curious what
for.
you're gonna share with us too with your masterclass. Do you wanna give us a little sneak peek or a little inside tip as far as what you're going to be sharing with us? I
Yeah.
see your planner connections have deepened and broadened. You have such a wider network that you had before in California. I think California market kind of
Mhm.
they don't mean to be insular, but they have it all. I mean, they have the beach,
Mhm.
they have the
Yeah.
mountains, they have, like, a lot of wealth,
Yeah.
and so the market isn't really something you need to
Yes.
travel much out of, right? But I do
No.
see what happened with you when you changed locations. That really sparked kind of like a
Mhm.
wildfire for you to really
Yeah.
get to know some of these people who've wanted to work with you for years. They just didn't think of you outside of
Right.
California, right? So moving,
Exactly.
traveling, like,
Exactly.
getting into those locations, shooting before you have a referral, I think those were some of the things that really did it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. So tell us about your
100%.
masterclass. I
Yeah,
wanna know.
no, the class is called the Experience Edit. It's about turning weddings into lifelong referrals and repeat
Mhm,
clients. So the whole idea is, how do you create, first and foremost, an incredible experience?
mhm,
So, you say you get that inquiry in your inbox, and every single touch point is an opportunity to build trust and to build,
mhm.
um, this relationship with them that ultimately to me, I want every client to feel like a legacy client. And the way I
Yeah.
describe a legacy client is someone that you stay with for every important aspect of their life. I don't want to
Hmm.
just be their wedding photographer. I want to be their family photographer. I want to be the person they call when their kids are graduating and they are
Yeah.
throwing this huge party in their
Yes.
backyard,
Yeah.
and I'm a big person about family. I have
Yes.
3 kids and I've got 1 on the way. Like, I wanna be there for
Mhm.
people in their most important seasons of life. And
Yeah.
so, I'm gonna be teaching other photographers how to create a business model that really creates that long-term sustainable growth
Mhm.
with the right clients. Maybe there's those 10 or 15 clients you've worked with over the last 5 or 6 years who are just, like, incredible, and you have such a great connection with them,
Right.
and we're really doing a disservice to them and to ourselves by not creating opportunities to be there for them in those
Yeah.
spaces. So,
Right.
for example, I just shot, a 70th wedding anniversary for one of my past clients' grandparents.
Oh.
They're 89 years old,
Oh,
and I shot their anniversary in their backyard where the wedding happened in 2021, and so the whole thing was just, like, so personal, so special, and generational. Like, all of
gosh.
their 30-something grandkids were there. It was
Oh,
very moving for me, and so,
yeah.
that right there is exactly what I'll be teaching on. Like, how do you
Okay.
stay in relationship with a client you've shot their wedding 4 years ago? Um,
Yes.
and do it in a way that's tactful and genuine. Like, there's a
Yes.
genuine way to stay in relationship with your clients, and so that's what I'm gonna be
Yes.
teaching about.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. Can I sit down on this
Yeah.
class? Like, how can I get to this class?
Yes.
From my registration table, come over.
Absolutely. I
This
would be
is
honored.
so, so important because I think
Yeah,
people see your clients as pass-throughs to the next, to the
yep,
next, to the next. Um,
absolutely.
but those people who stick with you
Mhm.
really matter more because
They
they
do.
they know that you know their story. There's a
That's right.
trust that has been
Oh my
built,
gosh.
and,
Yeah.
how much more deeper is that, right? Than
Yes.
having to always start from ground zero again.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah,
Build
and
out
so
with your people. Yeah.
that's right, yeah. I mean, when you're with someone on their wedding day, like, you have access to something that, no one can ever have access to again.
No.
Like,
Right.
that is one of the most beautiful
Gosh.
8 hours
Yes.
of their life, you know? And you were there for all those impactful moments when they saw each other for the first time, when
Huh.
the dad saw the bride for the first time, when they were walking down the aisle to, like,
Yeah.
parting their faces off. So how much
Oh,
more would they
yeah.
want you there for their first child's baby photos and stuff like that? And so,
Oh,
I don't think we can do that for every client that we have, but again, I think, like, there's, like, 10 to 15 clients that we can have in our kind of Rolodex of, relationship building that, there's just a beautiful connection point. Like, they trust you, you like working with them, and I have
yes.
several clients like that, that I'll just text them. Like, we are literally on that level. I'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in San Diego this
Love
couple weekends from
that.
now,
I love
and do
that.
you need a fresh round of photos?" And, like,
Yeah.
that isn't something that happens overnight. That happens in small
Yeah.
micro
Yeah.
connection points. I'm
S
gonna be, like, open book to all the attendees about
yes.
what I do in my system and how they can implement this in their business as well.
So, oh, phenomenal. I love
Yeah.
this. I love this.
Yeah. I'll be helping with Amanda Landon as well. Amanda Marie Design is her company
Mhm.
name. She's throwing a beautiful tablescape shoot. So that's going to
Yes.
happen on Wednesday with a model and an incredible design. So if you're interested in joining her class, I'll be helping, share at the beginning how I build really quality relationships with wedding
Mhm.
planners. And Amanda is a great example of someone that,
Mhm.
we've built a lot of wonderful connections together. Both of us came from California to Tennessee as well
Mhm.
around the same
Mhm.
time, so that we have a lot of crossover with what it
Yeah.
means to start from scratch with your
Mhm.
business in a totally different part of the country. So if you are at all interested in learning about that planner relationship and then also building your portfolio with a
Yeah.
really amazing designer, Amanda, I think that would be a great class for you to check out as well.
Yeah.
So
That's and there's only 6 or 4 seats left. So this is an incredible offer, honestly, like, grab it because it's a limited supply, we only have 30, but if you would like to join us, then please come and then get a free masterclass, and you can use this
wow,
code towards Garrett's masterclass. You can use it towards the shoot. There's only, I think, 6 spots left, so, like, go running for that, and his
amazing.
masterclass obviously as well, and you'll need to use the code BFCM25. So BFCM25 in the coupon code box on our registration page. So you can see that in the link in our profile on Instagram, or just thehybridco.com. Go there and click register conference, and that will get you into the page to register. So
Amazing.
use BFCM, sorry, 25, and you will totally get 425 off the masterclass of your choice.
Amazing. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing that. They are going
Yes.
to love having the opportunity. So, well, is there anything that you want to wrap up with us, Carrie, to send us out?
Want to just give encouragement in the hearts that are downtrodden or downcast that it is possible. Yeah, I know what you're facing. I've been there too. Like, I have seen it, been through it too, friend. I've walked through it. And if you feel discouraged, if you feel you can't do it, if you're looking at your bank account, if you're looking at your connections, if
Mhm,
you're looking at where you live, looking at your marriage, all the things, like, there is
mhm.
a way through it. And these
That's
obstacles
good.
are truly your greatest opportunities to be who you're meant to be. If you can go through them with an open heart to learn,
Mhm.
you will not recognize yourself by the end. So hang in there and realize it's just one step at a time, but we would love to help you through your journey. So that would be what I'd say
Wow.
to you. Yeah.
So good. So good. I'm so pumped for hybrid. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be
So,
so thank you, Garrett, again, for your
yeah.
friendship and what you stand
Yeah.
for. We support you all the way. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming.
Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you. So if you guys are interested in hybrid, you can find them on Instagram at, is it hybrid.co
Yep.
is your
The
handle?
Hybrid Co. So
The hybrid.
TH, then hybridco.com.
There you go. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. And I'll link it to this as well. So thank you so much, Carrie. You're amazing. And I can't wait to
Wonderful.
see
Wonderful
everyone
time.
there.
Always encouraged. Okay. Bye, Garrett.